hope you all are fit and fine. Student, in last video we have discussed about the error and its type. Okay, and we have also studied about error due to the addition of two physical quantity, due to the subtraction, due to the division, multiplication, and when any physical quantity is in the form of power. Okay, so student, today we will solve few numericals based on a error, based on topic error. Okay student, so student, I am taking the help from one book. Okay, so in this given that a physical quantity P, we have a physical quantity P which is related to the four observable, just wait, yeah student, we have a physical quantity P, this one, and this P relate to the four quantity A, B, C, D in the form of P equal to A's power 3 B's power 2 upon C under root CD. This is the relation of quantity P with respect to these four physical quantity. What? P equal to A's power 3 B square under root CD. Okay, if percentage error of measurement in A, B, C, D are what? When we measure the percentage error of A, B, C, D, and this is equal to 1%, 3%, 4%, and 2%. These are the percentage error in measuring A, B, C, D. Then what is the percentage error in quantity? So we have to measure the percentage error in this P. This is the percentage error in measuring A, this is the percentage error in measuring B, this is the percentage error in measuring C, and this is the percentage error in measuring D. So what will be the error in measuring P? So how we will calculate? Student, in last video the last topic was relative error. So we have calculated the relative error in different cases: addition, subtraction, division, and when quantity is in power form. Okay, so first we will calculate the relative error in measuring P. So how we will calculate the relative error? dP over P equal to 3 dA over A plus 2 dB over B plus 1 by 2 dC over C plus 1 by 2 dd over D. In place of small d, you can also write delta A. It's your choice. Delta B, delta C, delta D. Okay, here delta P. So delta P over P equal to 3 plus minus. Okay, 3 delta A over A plus 2 into delta B over B plus 1 by 2, because under root means 1 by 2. 1 by 2 delta C over C plus minus 1 by 2 delta D over D. Now we have to calculate the percentage error. So what we will do? We will multiply it by 100. So plus minus 3 delta A over A into 100 plus minus 2 delta B over B into 100 plus minus 1 by 2 delta C over C into 100 plus minus 1 by 2 delta D over D into 100. Okay, so what is this? This is the percentage error in measuring P. Now what is this? This is the percentage error in measuring A. So what is the percentage error in measuring A? This one is 3 into 1%. Okay, plus 2 delta B upon B into 100 equal is percentage error in measuring B. So what will be its value? Its value is 3. Then plus 1 by 2 delta C over C, it is 4 plus 1 by 2 into 2. So what it will be? 3 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1. 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 6, 12. So there will be 12% in measuring the error in physical quantity P. So student, this till here, all the derivation is same as we have done in all the numerical is same as we have done in derivation. So only we have to put the value and calculate the answer. Okay. So coming to the next, one more question I am trying to solve. Very simple question these are. Just wait. We have a physical quantity P which relate to the A, B, C, D like A square, B power 3, C power 5 by 2 and D power minus 2. What? P equal to A square, B power 3, C power 5 by 2 and D power minus 2. So we have to calculate the percentage error in measuring P. Question is calculate the percentage error in measuring P, where error in measuring A equal to 1%, error in measuring B equal to 2%, error in measuring C equal to 3% and error in measuring D equal to what? 4%. These are the error in measuring A, B, C, D. So we have to calculate the error, percentage error in measuring quantity P. So how we will calculate? Very easy. Delta P over P equal to 2 delta A over A plus 3 delta B over B plus C 5 by 2 delta C over C plus, because student we will take here plus sign, because in actual formula there is plus minus. How we will write the actual formula? Plus minus, like this, plus minus plus minus. So when I will multiply this plus minus by this minus, because what I am doing, I am taking this power in multiplication. So when I will multiply it by minus 2, so my plus sign will become minus and minus sign will become plus. Delta D over D, like this. Okay. So multiply it by 100. Delta D over D into 100. Okay. I have multiplied it all terms by 100. Delta P over P into 100 equal to 2 into delta A over 100, 3 into delta B upon P into 100 plus minus 5 by 2. Delta C over C into 100, 2 into delta D into 100. Now this is 2. This is the formula of percentage error. Okay, what is the formula percentage error? Absolute error divided by the true value. Okay, so delta A upon A into 100 is the percentage error in measuring A. What is the percentage error in measuring A? 1% plus 4%. what it will be? 4 plus 12 plus 15 plus 16. So how much it will be? 14, 12 plus 4, 16, 16 plus 16, 32. 32 plus 15, 45. 45 by 2. So this will be the percentage error in measuring the value of P. Okay, this will be the answer. Yes, it is right. Okay, it is correct. Now student, we will solve one more another type of question, and the question is the potential difference. First I am erasing, just to wait. Question is that the potential difference V equal to 100 plus minus 2 volt when resistance when applied across a resistance R, given a current I, gives a current I equal to it gives a current that is equal to 110 plus minus 0.5 ampere. When we apply this potential across a resistance or any wire, it gives the current this. Okay, calculate the percentage error in resistance R. So we have to calculate how much error will be in measuring the value of R. Okay, so how we will calculate? We are given the potential, we are given the current. We have to calculate the percentage error in measuring resistance. So how we will calculate? Student, you all knows the Ohm's law, V equal to IR. So R equal to V over I. V over I. So first of all we will find out the percentage error, relative error. How? Delta R over R equal to delta V over V plus delta I over I. Okay, now what we will do? We will multiply it by 100. So delta R over R into 100. This is the percentage error in measuring R. Delta V over V into 100 plus minus delta I over I into 100. So this one. Now what is this? This is the value of actual value of voltage, and this is the possible error. So in place of delta V we will put 2. In place of V we will put 100 plus in place of delta I we will put 0.5. In place of I we will put 10 into 100. Okay, so what it will be? 2 plus 5 equal to 7%. So there are the chances of 7% that there will be error in measuring the resistance R. So student, these 3 questions are based on the error. So I am solving one more question so that it will be more clear to you how to solve. Okay. We have given that one question. First I am erasing. The length and breadth of field are measured as, this is the length 200 plus minus 5 meter, breadth 100 plus minus 4 meter. Okay, what is the area of field? What we have to calculate area of field. Okay, so first we will calculate the area of field. This is the length, this is the value of length, this is the error. Okay, so student, what is the formula of area of field? L into B. First we will calculate the error in measuring area. Okay, how we will calculate? Delta A over A equal to delta L over L plus delta B over B. So delta A upon A equal to delta L, value of delta is given by 5 upon L 200 plus delta B is given 4 upon 100. So it will be 40 plus 125. Okay, so we will take its LCM. So LCM of 40 and 25 will be what? It will be 200. Okay, so how we will divide this? 4 5 ja 20, so 40 5 ja 200, so it will be 5 and 25 8 ja 200, so it will be 13 over 200. So delta A over A equal to 13 over 200. Okay, so we will find out the value of delta A. So what it will be? Delta A equal to 13 over 200 into A. So I have already calculated the value of A. Area means length into breadth. So value of length is 200 and breadth is 100. So its multiplication will be 2000, 20,000. Okay, so what we will do? 13 upon 200 into 20,000. So it will 13 into 400. Sorry. So it will be 13 into 100. Okay, we will cut this 2 by 2. So it will be 100. So 13 into 100 will be 1300. So student, what is this? This is the error in measuring area. So but question is that we have to calculate the whole area. So how we will calculate the area? So area will be area A plus minus delta A, means we will add error also. So value of area is 20,000 plus minus 1300 meter square. So student, this will be our final answer. I am revising this numerical again. This is the given that the length of field is this, breadth of the field is this. So this is the actual length and this is the possibility of error. Similarly, this is the actual breadth and this one is the possibility of error. So we have to calculate the area of field. How we will calculate? Area equal to length into breadth. So first of all, we will find out the relative error. You all know what is the formula of relative error. So how we will calculate? We will write it delta A over A equal to delta L over L plus delta B over B. Now we will put the value of delta L, this one, value of L, this one. We will put the value of delta B and B. Now we will solve it. By solving, we got the value this one. What? Delta A over A equal to 13 upon 200. Now we will calculate the error in measurement of area. So what it will be? Delta A equal to 13 upon 200 into A. So then we have put the value of area from here and we have calculated. Our final answer is this. So student, I hope you got all the point in this numerical. So we will solve our one more numerical that is based on the dimensional analysis. Student, one question which is came, this question is asked in competition exam so many times that the velocity of particle is given by v equal to at plus b upon t plus c. Okay, where a, b, c, we have to find out the value of a, b, c, where v is the velocity and t is the time. What? In this, v is the velocity, t is the time. We have to calculate the value of a, b, c. Means we have to find out the dimension of a, b, c. So how we will calculate the dimension of a, b, c? I have already told you the as per the principle of homogeneity, dimension of both sides must be same, and if any equation consists of more than one term, so dimension of each and every term must be same. Okay, so first one is dimension of both sides must be same, means dimension of v must be equal to the dimension of at. What? Dimension of v equal to dimension of at. Okay, where a is the constant, so dimension of v is lt minus 1. I think you all knows how we will calculate the dimension of v. Displacement upon time. Displacement means length is represented by L, time is represented by T, L upon T. So LT minus 1 equal to A T. LT minus 2. Okay, so this will be the dimension of A. Now we will calculate the dimension of T plus C. Means we have to calculate the dimension of C. So how we will calculate the dimension of C? Student, as per the principle of homogeneity, dimension of both sides must be same, and if any equation consists of more than one term, then dimension of every term must be same. Here these are two terms, so dimension of T must be equal to the dimension of C. So dimension of C must be equal to dimension of T. So what is the dimension of T? Dimension of T means time. Dimension of T is always represented by capital T, like this. Now next one is dimension of B. How we will calculate the dimension of B? How we will calculate the dimension of B? Dimension of B equal to dimension of each and every term must be same. You can apply this concept. B upon T plus C equal to AT. Okay. So B upon dimension of T is T. Dimension of C is again T, equal to dimension of X, A is LT minus 2 into T. So what it will be? LT minus 1 and B T's power 2. So it will be T plus T 2T. So you will, I already told you in dimension method we never see the constant. So you will write only T. So what it will be? When you will multiply it, it will come only L, because what it will be? B equal to LT minus 1 into T. So it will be only L. So B equal to L. So dimension of L. So dimension of B will be L. Dimension of C will be T. Dimension of A will be T minus, LT minus 2. So student, this is from my side for today. So you all watch this video very properly. In case of any doubt, you can call me at any time. Feel free to ask me any question. So I hope you all are fit and fine. So stay home and stay healthy. Thank you very much.